Welcome to the Friday edition of Hashtags on VOP TV. I'm your host, Mom Masinachi Okaf. Of course, Hashtags is your one-stop shop for everything trending on social media. Talk about sports, entertainment, politics, finance, business, everything and anything that trends on social media for the entire day. Hashtags is that show for you. And of course, VOP TV is that station for you. Go to our YouTube page. On YouTube, we are at Voice of the People TV. And on other social media handles, we are at VOP TV Live. And of course, today is Friday, the end of the beautiful week. And the month of June is gradually coming to an end. I wonder where June is running to, but I know a lot of you cannot wait for the salary week. The salary week. Well, I hope that you have been having an amazing day, and I hope that you get to have all the fun and all the rest that you need on this very beautiful Friday, Saturday, and Sunday being the weekend. Well, a lot has been trending on social media. A lot has been trending. Number one here is a trending here on X is Seats by Korea. And then we have Germany has been trending. We have Davido has been trending. Also Portable. Well, we have a lot of gist. We have a lot to talk about concerning Davido, Zlatan, Portable. Portable has been calling. He called Davido out. But before we talk about that, we have here Agba Tokun has been trending. Also, we have Happy 70th. Well. We will talk about that later on the show. We also have hashtag Penelope, hashtag Danny Young, hashtag cholera. Cholera has about 21,000 posts. Yes, it's a sad one in the city of Lagos. It's a sad one in Nigeria for the outbreak of cholera. But before we go into that, let's also tell you that hashtag Tinubu has been trending. Also, hashtag Portugal has been trending. Also, hashtag Bridgerton has been trending. If you have not seen the movie Bridgerton, you need to see that, that series. It's quite an interesting one. Also, we have hashtag worldbank has been trending. Also, we have hashtag calling, hashtag Ambode, hashtag Olise, hashtag Kenu, hashtag Lord open my door, hashtag M4M, hashtag happy birthday ma, hashtag Spain, hashtag young pot, hashtag Peter Obi, hashtag Fino for the music lovers, hashtag Monday and Tuesday. Well, in case you're not aware, Monday and Tuesday happens to be public holiday. You guys that are not essential workers, you are enjoying yourselves. On last week Wednesday this week Wednesday was public holiday. Today we celebrated the Democracy Day. And then there's another public holiday coming up next week, Monday and Tuesday. Oh my God, I'm jealous of you guys right now. Moving on, we have hashtag Noni, hashtag Euro. Well, we are starting off with the fact that there is cholera outbreak in Lagos and suspected cases in Oyo State, Nigeria. People are dying and there's been projections that it will get worse. Please stay safe out there. Also, in case you don't know what cholera is a bacterial infection that can be gotten through contaminated food or water. So please watch what you eat. This is for the World Bank. This is not for cholera. Watch what you eat. Watch what you drink, what the water you drink. This is, okay, yes. This is, yes, the Oyo State Ministry of Health, they have put out measures to prevent the spread of cholera. And then also, you know very well that, of course, it's very important that you watch what you eat, boil your water, use bottled water to ensure that you're drinking safe water. Please practice a good hygiene, such as washing your hands with soap and clean water regularly, and especially before eating, preparing food, and after using the toilet. Ensure that this food is cooked thoroughly. And please maintain proper hygiene, proper toilet. Make sure that you wash your hands when you leave the toilet. Please and please and please. It's very necessary that we maintain these safety measures because Cholera outbreak is not a good thing. The Lagos State government also put out, the Environmental Health Officers Association of Nigeria, Lagos State chapter. They put out, preventive measures as well to, for the awareness of cholera. Please, please, and please, it's very necessary that we try as much as possible to, speak against and work towards maintaining a proper hygiene. A lot of preventive measures have been on social media trying to tell us, how to make sure that we do not contact this, deadly disease, because it's been said that people are dying, a lot of persons are dying, which we do not hope that our loved ones or people that human beings die as a result of this cholera outbreak. Also, in case there are symptoms to look out for, which includes diarrhea, leg cramps, and vomiting. If you notice any of these things happening to you, your loved one, or anybody around you, if they are having diarrhea, if they are having leg cramps, and if they are vomiting, please, these are suspected symptoms of cholera. And also, this can be treated, and also this can as well be treated with, be treated by IV fluids and antibiotics and rehydration. Just try as much as possible to please stay safe and, maintain a very healthy hygiene. Cholera is not a good thing, and we do hope that this too shall pass in Nigeria, because this is not a time where we need such a thing in the country, because a lot of people have taken to, buy food on the streets, taking sachet of water, which we know very well that most of these sachet of water, they are not even safe for us to take. And buying even a sachet of water is now 15 naira. So imagine someone who has a large family and you expect them to buy a bottle of water that is now 200 naira. The bottle of water is very, 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 very expensive as well. And we know very well that there's hardship in the land right now in Nigeria. There's a lot of hardship in Nigeria. Please and please, this is an awareness that for you to know that there is cholera outbreak. I am begging you in the name of God, or whatever it is that you worship, make sure that you take these preventive measures seriously. It is very, very bad out there. Please do well to take preventive measures, and also do well to boil your water. If you know that you're not able to buy your bottled water, just make sure that you get, boil your water and make sure that it hits that degree Celsius for the scientists. Make sure that it gets to that boiling point before drinking it, and make sure that you stay dehydrated. Okay, let us see how netizens are reacting to #cholera. And this is from Norlala, who says, daily reminder, Lagos is going through a cholera outbreak. It started on the island, Lekki VI, Lagos Island, and it is spreading. This is not a joke. People are hospitalized and dying. Be careful eating outside and start insisting on washing hands once you enter the home. It is very necessary. This is from @KC Doll, who says, a cholera outbreak in 2024? It's crazy. Do you people not understand what it means? Cholera is a stark indicator of poverty. And of course, this is from @Crochet Creator, who says, with the current state of inflation, many Nigerians are currently living off roadside foods. That's why I'm very scared of this cholera outbreak. It's the wrongest time. Please wash your hands, wash your fruits properly, drink only treated water, and cook your food properly. And this is from @Millie_sent_, who says, there is cholera outbreak in Lagos and people are dying, especially on the island. Please cook your food at home, at least for now. That's a valid advice, though. This is from @Nicholas the Brave Ibekwe, who says, of all communicable diseases, nothing projects poverty like cholera, especially in an urban area like Lagos. If you need proof of how badly impoverished Nigerians have become, under the APC, look no further. And this is from the Dr_Sina, who says, just got word that there is a cholera outbreak in Lagos with 5 people dead and 60 hospitalized. Please, This is a moment to be very careful and hygienic with food and water. Be careful of where you eat and drink. If you notice symptoms, please report to a hospital. And this is from Your Lab Girl, who says, hospitals are running out of bed space in Lagos because of cholera. There's an outbreak of cholera in the country. People are fighting for their lives. People are dying. Please keep safe, eat safe, drink safe, practice proper washing of hands, and spread the news. And this is also from Ren the Leader, who says, cholera outbreak, please take this seriously. The Lagos government has called for the heightened vigilance and adoption of precautionary measures as the state records a cholera outbreak resulting in 5 fatalities. And this is from @engineer_series, who says, cholera outbreak in Nigeria is a stark reality of the country's shortcomings. There are too many fake food and drinks in circulation. Every pure water is NAFDAC approved, but the hygiene standards at most companies are poor. Inflation has now made the pure water unaffordable. People are buying spoiled tomatoes because they can't afford fresh ones. Too many things to talk about. It's crazy out there. It's really crazy out there. And this is from @Gabriel, who says, what do you need to know about cholera? Okay, he's just trying to, tell us what cholera is, the infectious condition caused by, yes, by the ingestion of contaminated food and water, which can lead to dehydration and even death if untreated. While most people can be asymptomatic, that is, show no symptoms, they can, however, transmit it. Of course, the symptoms of cholera outbreak includes but are not limited to severe stooling and vomiting. I mentioned that earlier. Diarrhea and vomiting. If you see someone, of course, vomiting and stooling as well, please try as much as possible to take them to the nearest hospital. And also, if you know anyone currently stooling and vomiting, please take them to the nearest hospital, as I mentioned earlier. Cholera is not airborne, so it's not likely you will catch cholera just from casual contact with an infected person. It is gotten from, of course, I mentioned that earlier, contaminated water and all of that, a lot of things. I mean, it's really sad that there is cholera outbreak in Nigeria in 2024. That is not a good thing at all. And I really hope that something will be done about it and that we learn to treat our water, our environment, and, take very good care of ourselves and maintain basic health hygiene. Moving on to the next hashtag of today. Hashtag worldbank has been trending. And the reason why hashtag worldbank has been trending is because World Bank approves Nigeria's $2.25 billion loan request. The World Bank, they have approved the loan request by Nigeria of about $2.25 billion. And that's the circular that has been circulating, of course, showing the terms and conditions and then the approval of the $2.25 billion loan requested by Nigeria, which has been given by the World Bank. And people are reacting. Is that really the best time to, get a loan? Are you sure that this government really knows what they are doing? Because it feels like, we are borrowing too much in this country. But, well, let us see how netizens are reacting to hashtag World Bank. And this is from @Victor, who says, it's time to feast. And these World Bank guys keep dishing out these loans even when they know it will be looted. Well, we are not sure whether or not the loan will be looted. Corruption in Nigeria is two ways, the enablers and the enabled. And this is from @Rec, who says, I thought they said Tinubu is very wealthy. He doesn't need to get loan from the World Bank. He will literally loan Nigeria from his pocket. But what about that agenda? And this is from @Etiosa, who says, I'm not thrilled like others as there's little transparency in how these funds will be used. Unfortunately, I predict that over half of this money will be misappropriated by those responsible for borrowing it in the first place. It's really sad state of affairs. And this is from Annie, who says, LMAO, the country is still borrowing and World Bank is still giving. How many previous loans have we been able to pay yet? How do we even intend to pay for all these debts? As citizens of this country, we are not finished. And this is from Ebira Connect, who says, Nigeria is never coming out of debt. Well, we cannot say that for sure. Nigerians don't even get to benefit from the borrowing, and that is the most annoying part. And this is from Rita Sunshine, who says, I hope the debt management office is thinking things through. Taking loans is not actually a bad thing, but what do you aim to do with it? Share it to NAS, members as usual, pay the proposed minimum wage? We haven't even invested in agriculture or education with all these loans. These are bad debts. It has huge implications. Food prices are soaring every day. It is to defend Naira. Is it to defend Naira? I mean, Naira is nobody's mate right now. Moving on, this is from KC Ofebu, who says, it's puzzling why international agencies continue to lend money to countries like Nigeria, despite knowing that the funds are likely to be mismanaged or embezzled. The reason behind this is that they are aware that the looted funds will eventually find their way back into their own economies. Corrupt government officials will stash the money in foreign bank accounts, invest in real estate, or funnel it into their assets, ultimately enriching the lending countries. Meanwhile, the borrowing country remains perpetually indebted, struggling to develop its own economy and relying heavily on foreign aid, imports, and exporters. This cycle perpetuates dependence and hinders meaningful development. Well, a lot of people are against the fact that the World Bank has, approved the $2.25 billion loan requested by Nigeria. But we are hoping that it will be put to good use. And then, of course, for the betterment of the country. We will take a short break. And when we return, we'll go straight into other hashtags for the day. Stay tuned. Welcome back. And of course, this is the hashtags on VOP TV. And we have been talking about all the hashtags that has trended for the day, today being Friday. And of course, moving on to the next hashtag of the day, hashtag 70th birthday has been trending. And the reason why this has been trending is because the delectable, beautiful woman, a phenomenal woman and leader, Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala. She celebrated her 70th birthday yesterday, and I must say, she's a beautiful woman. I mean, in case you do not know who Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala is, I'll give you a rundown of her achievements as a Nigerian leader and as a woman as well. Well, Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, who happened to be the former MD of World Bank, she had a 25-year career at the World Bank. Also, Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala happened to be the former Nigerian finance minister. She led the negotiations that led to Paris Club wiping out Nigeria's debt of 30 billion naira. Also, Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala is a member of International Commission on Financing Global Education Opportunities. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala happens to also be the Director General, World Trade organization. She's the first woman and African to lead the WTO. That is the World Trade Organization. And of course, she has clocked 70 years old. She clocked 70 years yesterday, and it's a beautiful thing. I mean, it's a beautiful thing that she is 70 years old. She was, of course, together with the likes of the late Dora Kunyeli, and all of them did great things in Nigeria for Nigerians when they, of course, led us. I mean, congratulations and happy birthday to Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala. And we hope that she continues to live long. Of course, and netizens, Nigerians, and people home and abroad are celebrating a life worthy of emulation and, of course, a beautiful life well spent and still spending. Of course, we hope to see her here in the next 30 years, the next 40 years, as the Lord approves. Let's see how netizens are reacting to hashtag happy 70th. And this is from @Aki_additional, who says, happy 70th birthday, Auntie Gauze. You are a great friend, mentor, and supporter. Here we are the day after my election as president of the African Development Bank in 2015. A rare moment without your famous headgear. Historic day. Thanks always. Loads of love. You remember that she would always have her headgear on her. That style of headgear is like the Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala effect. Anybody that you see, there was a time she trended on social media where people were, dressed in her, of course, she's always dressed in her native attire, dressed in a native attire where she had her headgear and all of that. Then this is her official tweet on her X handle @Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala. And she says, I don't normally do personal tweets, but today is an exception. It has been one of the happiest days of my life, my 70th birthday. So much outpouring of love from everywhere. I want to thank all WTO ambassadors, that is, the World Trade Organization ambassadors, their staff, friends, and family. I've never received so many bouquets of flowers from all over the world as I have today, along with good wishes and prayers. I consider myself blessed to have a loving husband, family, friends, and well-wishers. All glory and thanks to God. And this is from @Olundibo, who says, happy 70th birthday, Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala. Your extraordinary leadership, vision, and dedication have transformed lives and inspired millions. Today, we celebrate your remarkable journey and the incredible impact you have made in Nigeria and the world at large. May this milestone year bring you joy, health, and continued success. Here's to celebrating an exceptional woman and her enduring legacy. We celebrate you, Ma. And of course, this one is from @Amina J. Muhammad, who says, happy 70th to my big sister. A rare force and inspiration to us all. We follow in your footsteps and transformative leadership for all people everywhere. And this is from Nigerians in the UK, who says, happy 70th birthday, Ma. On behalf of everyone at the NIUK, we wish you a very happy birthday. Your visionary leadership and unwavering dedication continue to inspire us all. May your day be filled with joy and celebration, and may the year ahead bring even more success and fulfillment. Well, happy birthday to you, ma'am. And we wish you well from VOP TV, the hashtag crew. Wish you a very happy birthday. Moving on to the next hashtag of today. Hashtag Portable has been trending. This gist is very long because, Portable has always been on the limelight. He is always looking for trouble. Is he really trouble? He's always calling people out. I think it's a thing for him, always trying to, show that he knows how to talk. I think he's the pro max of very dark man because, okay, well, The reason why Portable is trending is because it was alleged that he, said that Zlatan was one of the reasons Mohbad was killed. He said Zlatan was one of the reasons why Mohbad was killed, and he also said that because Zlatan snitched to Naira Marley about Mohbad, so he knows that it was Zlatan that snitched about him to Davido, and that's why Davido unfollowed him. He said a lot of unreasonable things, I must say. Well, you also remember that Davido invited him to a restaurant in the US, yes, and gave him sneakers and started giving him bad advice, like he said. He said Davido gave him bad advice in the US where they had to link up. That Olamide did not give him money, but he gave him his future. Skepta gave him about 5,000 euros or pounds, I can't remember, and took him to places that he might be crazy, but he sure knows where he's going to. And we're asking, what is the issue? What is the problem with Portable? Also remember that Portable did mention that he did a lot of things, calling Davido out, calling him out and saying he gave him bad advice. Also, this is more like a case of, Portable dragging Davido after unfollowing him on Instagram. Davido just unfollowed him on Instagram. Portable is also dragging Zlatan for spoiling his relationship, the relationship between him and Davido. He called Very Dark Man out the other time. He called Bobrisky out. He called Said Bulge out, the young lady that said he can give 20 million naira for her private part. He has been calling people out. Remember also that DJ Tunes said something. He said that if Portable calls him out today, that he would understand that he has done something wrong, that Portable is a 100% minded person. I'm rephrasing what he said, that if Portable calls you out, just know that you have done something wrong, which is the only reason why Portable would call you out. And we're asking, if you keep calling people out, you keep making enemies for yourself. Because it feels like everybody seems to be an enemy to Portable. So if everybody is your enemy, who is now your friend? And people are saying this is the reason why they would rather prefer the way Wizkid lives his life. You cannot come too close to Wizkid because, he won't even give you that space to come close to him. And we all know how Davido can be very humble, always trying to be accommodating, always trying to, show people that he cares about them. Well, let us see how netizens are reacting to #Portable. And this is from @official_barbecue, who says, I don't hear Portable side of the story. Choo-choo. Waiting this person do no good. I will not say that. And this is from @Carrie Gray, who says, I have an advice for Portable. Since you can now freely access countries with good health care and mental health services, I honestly advise you to check yourself into a facility for proper treatment and rehabilitation, because your actions have never been normal and are getting worse by the day. And this is from @Japsy, who says, this is the big difference between Wizkid and Davido. I said that earlier. You will never see anyone come close to him to disrespect him like this. Davido brought this upon himself, and to be honest, I saw this coming. This is from @Irunia, who says, Na Davido Day, one of the biggest stars in Africa, and everyone has access to him. Hey, there are certain people that shouldn't have access to you. Always protect your brand. It is in this area I respect Wizkid. Say what you want about him, but he knows how to protect his brand. I agree. This is from @Abbas, who says, which bad advice did he give him? Telling him to sign for Empire so he can be getting money and also be able to boost his career is bad advice. Education is very good, though. Portable no wise will lie. And this is from Stargirl, who says, Nigeria Portable Kuku Day, when Davido sent an invite, share in beg and for invitation ni. Now see where we are. see where we are. This is from @view09 who says, the issue with Davido is always trying to set aside his status and class for everyone to enjoy his company. Because how is Portable shading Davido? Do you get? How is Portable shading Davido? Portable. Not Davido mess up. For real though, like how would Portable be laughing or calling out Davido? I don't understand. Onto what levels now? I don't get it. Unfortunately, this is where we will draw our curtains for today's show. And I hope that you, of course, got all the juicy gist surrounding all the hashtags that trended on social media today being Friday. Of course, do well to join us on YouTube. On YouTube, we are at Voice of the People TV. And on other social media handles, we are at VOP TV Live. If it is trending, I'm your shop plug. If it is trending, hashtag is your shop plug. VOP TV is your shop plug. Go to our YouTube page, all our social media handles, and follow us on all our social media platforms. Let us do this again next week, Monday. Until I come your way, I'm still your host, Mom Masinachi Okafor. See you guys next week. Have yourself an amazing weekend. Do not forget, let's cheers the weekend. An amazing weekend. Have fun.